Okay, hello everybody, and I'm pumped to be able to bring you the 2015 Honda CRV. This is an EXL trim level. I am really excited because Honda in 2015 here has made some really nice styling changes, as well as adding a ton of content to the CRV, which has been one of their flagship vehicles for a long time. So it's great to see it get the updates that we've rolled out onto a couple of our other cars. So as you can tell, the front of the vehicle has been redesigned slightly. It's got a little bit of a different grille to it, as well as the actual layout of the headlights and the fog lights. It just looks awesome. One of the things that you guys know that I probably like to go over on my reviews are, I tend to go over more of the content of the vehicle and some updates versus doing a lot of the random stuff and the very generic things. So with the EXL trim level for 2015, you pick up a whole brand new set of rims. These rims have curved spokes on them, which is new for Honda in general. They're really, really nice. They make the car really look sharp. So as you can see here, it looks awesome. Back onto the content, Honda has added their smart key technology. As you can see here, here's the key. The car is locked. I'm no longer going to use the key for the rest of this entire demo. And this is great because that key can stay in your pocket, it can stay in your purse. We have a Honda that has the smart key technology to it, and it's awesome because it just makes so much sense and makes things simple. You don't have to worry about fishing your key out to hold down buttons and this and that. You just really never need your key out in general. So I'm going to start at the back of the vehicle and go over some of the upgrades that Honda has done to the car and really show you guys the layout. You'll first see that we have this brushed look in the back to try to throw off a little bit of this, the plain all color coded. I personally think it looks great. It's a really neat concept. It's like the skid plate down low, so that looks awesome. And then when I come up to the vehicle, the car is locked right now. I'm going to reach my hand down, and when I get close and I just hit that button, it opens. So this way here, I'm not fishing my keys out. And then you go into the car itself, okay? The EXL trim level, as you'll be able to notice here, comes with a couple nice things. First of all, you have the rear cargo cover. Just grab hold, pull it right out. It'll slide, you see? So once it's in, slide it back, lock it in. Anything you have under there when the back is closed is covered. Otherwise, just pull it back, let it slide up. Next, you're going to notice a couple handles. One right and one right here. The handles work out great because all I have to do is pull on the handle. So pull this handle and my seat's going to fold right down for me. So very simple, very easy. There's no having to get out, unlatch things and so on. The car just came in, so a lot of times your seatbelts are already positioned so it'll fold down and not have a problem. Underneath the back right here is going to be your spare tire. Just lift it up. You can see your spare, your jack, everything is located in this compartment right here. Close that back over. You'll have a little storage net on the side if you want to keep like a first aid kit or any kind of little stuff in there. But other than that, as you can see, it's pretty self-explanatory. The seats work easy. Just pull the lever again, boop, seat will fold over. I'm going to move around into the seats now to go over a couple things with you. Let me close this over. And now as we move over, you'll be able to see the back seat. You can see that seat folded down. Then you can see this seat layout. The CRV does have air conditioning vents right there for the back passengers. And it's awesome because it is a 3-car seat setup. A lot of people are really concerned about that when they buy vehicles. They don't want to have to spend a ton of money going into the third row aspect. When I lift this back up, just that easy, 1, 2, you will notice that the CRV is equipped with 1 set, 2 sets, 3 sets of your lower anchors and tethers. Following directly down here, there's going to be a strap that you can connect to. I don't know if you can see it, but see that big metal bar in there? That's where you hook the latch on from your car seat. Then you follow it up, go through here and down into the back, and that'll be your back tether. It's the latch system, lower anchors and tethers for children. If you don't need to use all those, obviously you can, let me release this seatbelt here, and I can pull down the center armrest. So that can be your center armrest area. So very nice, very convenient. There are cup holders on each one of the doors that you can put in a water bottle, bottle of milk, whatever it is that you need to, obviously take care of. And then each back seat has a little storage thing, which is pretty much standard on all of our cars and pretty much all cars in general now. So this will go over the back. I'm going to move up to the front. I'm going to show you a camera. The CRV has 2 cameras. First one is mounted right here. If you can see it, that is your rear view camera. That camera is going to have 3 different modes to it. It's going to have a wide-eyed lens, it's going to have your narrow lens, and then it's going to have a spot overview. Down here now, you're going to see another camera. I'm going to get low, right up in there. That camera is part of the lane watch system that Honda has. Anytime you put the right turn signal on, anytime you push the outside button in, it's automatically going to go over and show you what's going down the side of the vehicle. So right now I'm going to jump up, get into the front of the car, and as a point for you to reference, this little black button right there, press that, your car is now locked. So car's locked, I can't get in it, put my hand on it, car unlocked. It's that easy. There's no mystery, there's no craziness. Honda is all about simplicity. Now I'll be looking at the car, power windows, power locks, as you can see, small little change area right there, another cup holder. EXL model comes with power seats as well as power lumbar. You have your econ button, stability, everything is set up and laid out great. They added a ton of content. You now have a push screen for your rear backup camera, which I'm going to go over here in a minute, but I want to show you some of the middle compartments. Lift the latch up, and here you go. You're going to notice you have an HDMI link up, you have USB 1, USB 2. Obviously, a lot of people want to be able to have 2 USB ports to charge their phones. So Honda has listened, they put 2 in there, 2 people can have their phones charging while you're driving. The HDMI port, that's awesome. You can plug in your phone, download an app from Honda, and then you can actually stream your phone through your touchscreen. So you can put your Navi up on there. You can do an absolute ton. You basically can turn the face of your phone into your screen right there. It's awesome technology. So I'm going to turn that over. Obviously you have cup holder, a little change storage area, heated seats, and then an additional outlet there as well. All right, I'm going to jump in and go over the car a little bit with you. I still have not had my key taken out, which I love. Now I'm going to angle it down so you can see the car. First I'm going to start it, foot on the brake, push the touch engine. Now the car is going to start. This will be similar in a lot of our other Hondas, but that's where it's new for the CRV. It's awesome. It puts everything at the touch of a finger. Your normal display is up here, and then this area right here is going to be the touchscreen. All right, I'm going to hit OK. It's telling me that I'm responsible, and then I pick what I want. Now right now it's telling me there's no phone paired to the system, so I do want to show you how absolutely easy that is. I have an iPhone, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my iPhone, and I'm going to set the sound. Oh, sorry, I'm connecting the wrong phone. I'm going to turn my Bluetooth on so that it's discoverable. I'm going to hit yes, that I do want to pair it up. Make sure the Bluetooth is turned on and set to discoverable, so we just did that, and hit continue. Now right now, the car is searching for my phone. In a second here, you're going to see it pop right up. It's going to say, Phil's Bluetooth. Okay, I'm going to click on Philip's iPhone. It's showing me the code of 446480, 446480, and I'm going to hit pair. Okay. The pairing is successful. Now it's telling me that the Bluetooth is connected to my iPhone, which is awesome. Turn on Honda Link Assist. That's a program that you have that you can download onto your phone. It's an awesome program. I use it all the time. We're from Philadelphia, okay? And I get a lot of my stations in Philadelphia, WMMR, 94YSP, can listen to the Eagles games, all through the Honda Link. Now, Honda Link has Honda Link Assistance, which means that the vehicle can automatically call emergency services in the event of a crash. So I'm going to turn this off for right now because I don't need that for this purpose. But when you pair your phone up, if there is an accident that's triggered, it's automatically going to dial out and contact local services, and it's going to have the Honda Link Assistance. It's great. So right now I'm just going to hit on because it's asking me to automatically sync up my phone contacts. And it's saying phone book and call history will be automatically imported from this phone each time the vehicle is started. So I have no speed dials, as you can tell, but if I switch over to my call history, you're going to see everybody that I've called. You can scroll up and down. You can even go as far as to add speed dial tags to this, and then you can just press the phone button and say call home, call wife, call work, and the phone will dial out. So now that my phone is paired, I have two different options when it comes to actually being able to place a phone call. The first and the easiest that most people tend to do is just pull their phone up, click on the number that they want to dial, and out it goes. Okay, so I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to demonstrate how it goes with work. So I'm going to dial our store number, 1-912-790-5444, and hit dial. It'll automatically kick over the radio, and it'll turn into the phone call.
Thank you for calling Granger Automotive family of dealerships. For quality of service, this call may be recorded.
Thank you for calling Granger Honda, home of the lifetime warranty. How may I direct your call?
Hey Alice, it's Phil. I was just checking out the phone system on my on the CRV.
All right.
I appreciate it. Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. So that's one way of making the phone call. The other way of making the phone call is to either do two things. One, go in, hit the button, and dial it out. And your buttons are located right over here. You'll see the buttons 1, 2, and 3. The audio button you can push in and then hit dial and the person's name. That's the most recommended when you've gone through and set up voice tags in the system. So if you have your wife's phone number and you want to go in and click on her phone number and click on add tag, you can do that, and then the car is going to prompt you to say her name. So I'd say Stacy, or I'd say, wife, and boom, it'll set it up, and then it's paired, and then I can hit that button and just say dial wife. Off it'll go. The other option that you can do is a real easy option. You can hit your phone button on your display here. You can go down to your speed dials. You can hit the speed dial, or you can hit the call history, and you can type on one of the call histories. So I could just dial 790-5444 right from there. I'm going to hang up because she'll think I'm nuts if I call her twice, so I don't want to do that. And that's your phone. Now, I'm going to go over in a few minutes here how to actually pair up other Bluetooth scenarios, but once your Bluetooth is paired, you have so many different options you can do. I can go into my phone right here, and I'm not really a big fan of whatever is on the radio right now, so I'm going to hit the menu button. This is where you can come into. I'm sorry, I'm going to show you one other thing that I forgot. You can hit your menu button when you're on your phone and just go to dial, and then dial whatever number you want as well. Tends to be a little bit more complicated when you're driving, so I try to do things that are more safety oriented. You don't want to sit there plugging away on a touchpad while you're dialing, when it's easier to just come to a traffic light, hit your phone, dial it, and boom, you're going. Or just to go to your previously dialed calls and hit it. So that's really your best way, but you also have this option here. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go back again. I'm going to get to my home window. Right now you have your couple things that come up. You have phone, info, audio. I'm going to click on audio, because what I want to do now is I want to get away from listening to this station, and I want to be able to play something through my phone. So I'm going to hit on the menu button. I'm going to hit on change source, and I'm going to click Bluetooth. So now just as easy as my Bluetooth setup on here. I have a couple different things I can do. I'm going to go under my playlist. I'm going to click on Jimmy Buffett. I go back to playlists, Jimmy Buffett, and I'll click on Schoolboy Heart. Now my playlist is going. I can turn my volume up. You can hear it nice and easy. It tells me it's off of the Banana Wind CD. Song 1 is Schoolboy Heart by Jimmy Buffett. You can hit the next button, skip back and forth. Everything's all touchscreen. So once you get it set up once, that's all you need to do. Other than that, you can go back to your menu. You can go back to change source, switch between FM, AM, XM radio, CD, the AHA network, Pandora, the iPod, the USB device. You have access to the HDMI screen as well. So everything can go through there. So for right now, I'm just going to leave it on Bluetooth, and I'm just going to leave it on Jimmy Buffett. So that's all there is there. When I switch back over to the car, you're going to notice you have electronic climate control. I can just switch and go through the degrees. So I can make it at 68, 69, 67. It doesn't make a difference. I'll leave it at 67 right now because it is pretty warm out here. You have your different modes, and then you have your center mounted gear shifter right up on there. Everything tries to be laid out super easy with Honda. You'll notice that the display is easy. It doesn't try to be over oversold. You don't have 8,000 buttons. They assume that you can navigate this. You can hit the home button and then hit the menu button. And they're assuming that you can do this. And if you can't do it or you have any questions, just visit your dealer and they'll take care of it. We do this all the time. Someone will get a new phone and we want to pair it up for them. They want to make sure they're getting the full use out of the car, and we do it all the time. Okay, now back over here to the steering wheel. You have source, which is also a way of pulling up and changing your source. You can see up there that I can switch between FM, AM. I'm going back to Bluetooth. You can do it while you're driving. You can switch your tracks and your volume up, down, left, right. So turn it right, switch it around. So very nice, very simple. I'm going to turn the volume down just right off of here. So I don't even have to play with the touchscreen if I don't want. I personally love that. Now you have this little button right here, which is your settings button. When I push that in, I'm sorry, not your settings button, that's going to be your display change. You have your clock up top. You have your ability to put it up where you have your song that's being played showing up there as well. Your average fuel economy. And I'm going to leave it on the clock. Speaking of fuel economy, Honda has added a CVT transmission to the 4-cylinder versions, which is pretty much all of our versions of the CRV. We don't offer a different one, but on all of our CRVs, we now have the CVT technology, so our fuel economy has gone up quite a bit. And then coupled with that, we offer the Econ button right here, which will also help boost your economy. I'm not going to give you a lecture on how that button actually works. It's just simple. Push it in, and it's going to work and get you better fuel economy. I'll do a review later on how the actual technical aspect of it works, but that's something that you can easily access on Honda's website. So right now I'm going to click on the menu button, and the menu button, if you notice up top here, is what's going to bring up information about your vehicle information or customized settings. I'm going to click on customize settings, and I'm going to go down to the door setup. I do this because I have twins, and they nap in the car. They're 1 year old. They'll nap in the car sometimes, and if I end up coming up near a stop and I go and park and they're sleeping, well, all the doors unlock. And then, all the doors lock. And then if I take it out of gear, all the doors unlock, and that noise causes them to wake up. It drives me insane. So instead of having to just live with it, I can go to my door lock mode, hit enter on it, go to all doors. All doors has been selected, it's telling me. And then I can turn around and I can actually change how I do it. Okay, so I'm going to scroll down now that everything's done and auto unlock all doors. I'm just going to turn it off, or I can go down to when shift to park, when ignition is off. So me personally, I don't want it to be there. I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to go back in vehicle information. Oops, I'm sorry. Customize the settings. Coming down here, door setup, automatic key acknowledgement, automatic unlock all doors, auto door lock, hit on it. I'm going to turn it off. I don't want the car to unlock or lock. Very simple. So now when I'm driving and I put the car in park and we stop, we find a nice shady spot, we want to let the boys sleep, well, guess what? The door locks aren't going to automatically lock on me and cause them to wake up. So very simple, very easy. And now we'll go over a couple things. I'm going to take it for a quick drive so you can get a really good idea how the car sounds. It's super quiet. I know a lot of people are used to 4 cylinders being very loud, or that wheezing sound in the engine. Honda makes the best engines in the world, at least in my opinion and a lot of people's. They make the most amount of engines. I mean, you can get Honda tractors, you can get Honda lawnmowers, you can get Honda outboards on boats, you can get them in the cars. Other manufacturers of cars have been using Honda engines. They're just awesome. But long story short, it's super quiet. I have the radio turned down. I'm going over a ton of bumps and you still don't hear any kind of noises. Now we're going to pull out and I'm going to head around this road here. This is a pretty crummy road, so you'll be able to hear the actual noise of the drive. At this point, a lot of cars will sound pretty darn loud. Now if you notice back here as I'm driving, you'll see that these here are in green. I don't know if you can see back there, but it's a dark green. That means you're driving in the single best fuel saving mode. I'll put on my Econ button. My little green light popped up on there, if you can see that. And that it looks like a leaf, and that lets you know that your Econ button is in, and that not only are you driving good, but your car's responding in the most fuel efficient mode possible. So in the green with the light on is the best. If I gun it, that green light fades away. See, it's white now. Not a good time to drive. I gave it a lot of gas. My fuel efficiency has gone down. I'm going to pull over right here for a second. And I'm going to show you one of my favorite things about our Hondas. Make sure nobody's coming. One of my favorite things about the Honda is the ability for this car and anything that you do with Bluetooth to pair through it. So right now I have Jimmy Buffett on here, as we heard. I'm going to go in and just turn it off for the illustration purposes. Let me get in here and turn this off. Pause. So now we have no music. I'm going to go to Google Maps. Google Maps is going to pull up. Google Maps is automatically going to stream through my car. It's awesome. So you get turn-by-turn directions really for free coming through your car. I'm going to type in Granger Honda. There it is right there. Showing me that I'm 2 minutes away from my destination. I'm going to hit drive, start navigation.
Head northeast on Telfire Road.
It's telling me to head north on Telfire Road. So what I like to do is I like to just usually turn my phone sideways and put it right up into here. So then I can see. I can see my layout and everything. I can see where I need to go. Now, as I'm driving, you're going to hear the phone automatically redirect me. And this is coming through the Bluetooth. So I'm going to come out here, turn right. It's going to redirect me in a second here.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Telfire Place.
All right,
turn
so
left onto Telfire Place.
As you can see, it's telling me to turn left on the Telfire Road. Telfire Place, that is. I'll come up, turn left, and it's automatically redirecting me. For anybody that's familiar with Google Maps,
turn left onto Chatham Parkway.
Anybody that's familiar with Google Maps, they'll know Google Maps is great. It ties right in with Google. It has GPS. It's positioned directly where you are, and it gives you turn-by-turn navigation. So for us, for anybody really just trying to be thrifty with their money, Honda doesn't try to limit you. They don't force you to use their navigation. They don't force you to use some kind of weird app or anything. Just use whatever's on your phone. I mean, I play PBS for the boys. They love Daniel Tiger. I open up the PBS app and I hit play on Daniel Tiger, and the song and the story for Daniel Tiger comes up and through the car. It puts them to sleep every time. It's not a weird system. It's not this weird syncing system. It's just easy. As soon as you click on Bluetooth, anything that would normally come out through your phone and sound will come through the car now. If we look up here, you're going to notice I have this. You have power moonroof on the EXL model. Just hit the button once. It closes, it opens, hit it twice, and it'll close. Right over here is your adjustable lighting, so you can turn it on for when the door opens, when the door closes. You can go through there and, you know, some people like the light to come on the minute they open their door. Up top here, sunglass holder, and the mommy-daddy mirror. Looking in the mirror, you can see the kids in the back seat. Obviously, if you have a rear-facing car seat, put a mirror on one of the back headrests. It shoots right down. You can see everything. So this mirror makes it so much easier than having to use the rear view mirror, because then you can use the rear view mirror to actually see behind you. You can use the mommy mirror to look off the mirrors and make sure everything's doing a-okay with the kids in the car seat. So now you can see Google Maps pulled up right on there. The phone's set up. Don't have to worry about anything. That's on go. I got my Navi going. If I wanted to play my Jimmy Buffett songs, the Google Maps will overcome the sound so that you always are getting the most play-by-play. Now, I'm going to turn the wheel out here. I'm going to go over that little camera that I showed you all on the side mirror. There's a button right over here, if you can see it. It's got like a picture of the car with a camera going down the side. If I press that button and watch my screen, it switches over, and there is the side of my car. I can see everything going down the side of the vehicle. So I can look and see if there's somebody coming up on my side. It helps with your blind side. If you're at a parking, if you're in a city and you're making a right-hand turn and you're worried about somebody walking up the side of the car, anything, this just gives you full access to what goes on down the side. Helps a ton when merging, helps a ton when switching lanes on 95 or any of the big roads. It's really, really awesome. That automatically will kick on the minute I put my right turn signal on. I just turned my right turn signal on, it kicked on. Now it's back off. Right turn signal on, boom, there we go. So very, very easy. Once again, Honda puts awesome content to their cars, but you don't have to overthink them.
Your destination is on the left.
Okay, you can hear the destination's on the left. I'm going to come out and do it. I'm going to turn left into the dealership. And I'm going to come back here and I'm going to show you how absolutely easy this vehicle is to park. And I'm going to show you the rear view camera. So this way here you can see, and hear how it goes. So let me grab my phone. I'm going to pull this off so this way here I don't have to do Google Maps any longer. If I can get my phone to work right. Okay, we're good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive around. I'm going to come here and I'm going to pretend like I'm backing up to this car. Here's the front of our store. Now, if we look right here, I go into reverse. There's my camera. It is smart guides. So if we're looking at the camera, when I'm going straight, it's yellow. As I start turning, it'll turn with me and it'll direct. So as you can see, I'm making a sharper turn. It goes yellow, it goes orange, and it shows it turning. If I straighten back out and I'm going perfectly straight, it's yellow. And if I turn, it turns with me again. So I'm going to go forward here now, so I'm not in the middle of our road. I'm going to show you a couple things about it real quick. When I go back into reverse, automatically kicks on. I have 3 different views. The first view here is going to be a widescreen view. Second view is going to be more of a narrow screen with a longer lookout to it. And then the other screen is a top-down view. The top-down view tells you exactly where you are. I love all the views, so I'm going to go back into widescreen. Widescreen is especially awesome if you are pulling out of a parking spot in Walmart or convenience store or anything, and you have a big truck on your left and a big truck on your right, and you can't see what's coming down the lane, and people fly through those parking lots. This is going to help you. So let me make sure nobody's coming. I'm now going to back up, and we're going to put this car right on this other one. So now you can see we're moving backwards, we're moving backwards, we're moving backwards. That 3 dotted line is the uh-oh line. So right there is the uh-oh line. You can see my 3 lines hitting the car. I'm going to put my top-down view. Bam, look how close that is. I mean, I am within a foot of that. And I can scoot back a little bit if I'd like, but I'm not going to bother. I'm going to go forward, and very easy. As you can tell, nothing here is something that you couldn't do. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out and call us or email us. Do whatever it is. I'll be more than happy to help you in any way I can, whether it's just keeping your local guy honest, or if it's, you know, trying to put some numbers together for you and y'all are in the mood to visit Savannah. So I appreciate it, and I'll talk with you later. Thanks. Bye.